Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Molland Dara and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Southampton travel to Ewood Park to face a struggling Blackburn side tomorrow. The hosts are winless at home this season and currently sit in the relegation zone. Under immense pressure following a poor start to the season, Saints manager Will Still will see this game as a must-win. Championship side Sheffield Wednesday is set to be placed into administration imminently. The Owls, who sit bottom of the Championship, will receive an automatic 12-point penalty in this case, having already been struck with a 2-year transfer embargo. This is the latest development in an ongoing financial crisis at Hillsborough, which has seen owner Jeffon Chansiri fail to pay players and staff for several months. EFL expert Jack Henderson is here to give us the full debrief.
Yeah, Chansiri bought the club in 2015 with aims of reaching the Premier League by 2017. But the issues first started in 2019 when the EFL charged Sheffield Wednesday for selling Hillsborough to a company owned by Chansiri. That led to a 6-point deduction, which resulted in relegation to League One that season. The problems didn't stop there. In 2023, Chansiri publicly announced he was not going to fund the club anymore. And following that, failed payments to HMRC led to transfer restrictions as well as delayed payment to players. March 2025 to June 2025, players were not paid on time for 3 months in a row, which allows for players to leave on a free. They're currently in court with over £1 million debt to HMRC, which is where we heard news about the administration. The staff at Sheffield Wednesday were not informed ahead of this. They just found out through the media. We're awaiting official EFL confirmation on this, but it's worrying times ahead at Hillsborough.
Yeah, certainly troubling times for everyone with Sheffield Wednesday, and we wish them the best in getting out of administration now. Over to La Liga, as Real Madrid will face Barcelona in El Clasico on Sunday. Los Blancos come into the match hungry for revenge after last year's duo of defeats. Rafinha has recovered for the game and is expected to start alongside Lamine Yamal, who made his return from injury last week. La Liga correspondent Alejandro Martinez is in Madrid to give us the full preview.
Hola, hola. Good afternoon from Madrid. We're expecting on Sunday Real Madrid and Barcelona Clásico. The team of Xabi Alonso arrives as leader of La Liga, with Mbappe set as offensive reference and Jude Bellingham proving to be decisive in the big games. On the other hand, Barcelona, led by Hansi Flick, are only 2 points away and want to prolong their recent good moment in the Clásicos, although it carries doubts to injuries of key players such as Joan Garcia and Lewandowski.
An exciting match on the way over in Spain. And now in the Champions League this week, English sides were ruthless, with Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool scoring 14 goals between them in their respective European fixtures. Liverpool and Arne Slot, however, have had a shadow cast on their win against Frankfurt as injuries came to new recruits Alexander Isak and Jeremy Frimpong. Newly appointed Nottingham Forest manager Sean Dyche has led his side to a 2-0 win over Porto in his first game in charge. Dyche praised his players for how they've reacted to his arrival at the club.
The way they've listened, adapted, obviously they've had a lot go on as players listening to varying voices and coaches to accept what we offer them, and we've crammed a lot in, we've asked a lot of them, and to accept it and come here open-minded and still deliver is very, very pleasing.
Staying with the Europa League, and Aston Villa suffered a shock defeat against go-ahead Eagles in Deventer, during which Emiliano Buendia missed a half-time penalty. And in the Conference League, Crystal Palace lost 1-0 to Cypriot side AEK Larnaca. Lionel Messi has put pen to paper with Inter Miami, signing a new long-term deal with the MLS side. The 38-year-old, widely hailed as the greatest of all time, has committed his future until 2028. An undisputed title fight with Alexander Usyk could await the victor of heavyweight showdown in London. Joseph Parker will put his heavyweight title on the line as he fights Fabio Wardley at the O2 tomorrow night. The International Chess Federation are investigating a Russian chess grandmaster following the unexpected death of Daniel Naroditsky. The 29-year-old Naroditsky's death was confirmed via a statement from his club. The International Chess Federation confirmed that they were investigating Vladimir Kramnik regarding public statements he made about Naroditsky allegedly cheating. Britain's Jake Jarman won gold in the men's floor at the World Gymnastics Championship in Jakarta. Teammate Luke Whitehouse took silver with his first world medal. Olympic champion Carlos Yulo of the Philippines claimed bronze. Over to cricket now. Sri Lanka face Pakistan in the Women's World Cup this afternoon. In a common theme in this year's edition, the weather has had an impact on the game, delaying the toss. Elsewhere in cricket, India have sealed a place in the semi-finals with a 53-run win against New Zealand. Now, last of all, in the world of F1, Lewis Hamilton has dropped out of the Mexico Grand Prix. This follows 29-year-old Italian Fueco's inclusion for Team Ferrari, who comes in as rookie. Now, just as a reminder, Saints travel to Ewood Park tomorrow to face a struggling Blackbird side in the championship. The hosts are winless at home this season and currently sit in the relegation zone. And under immense pressure following a really poor start to the season, Saints manager Will Still will see this game as a must-win. And as a reminder, our breaking story today, Sheffield Wednesday place into administration imminently. The Owls sit bottom of the championship and will receive an automatic 12-point penalty in this case, having already been struck with a 2-year transfer embargo. And now this is the latest development in an ongoing financial crisis at Hillsborough, which has seen owner Jeff Chansiri fail to pay players and staff over several months. That's all from us for now. We'll be back at 2 p.m. with more headlines.